This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Netflix. Go to netflix.com/TYT for your free trial membership.
It's historic legislation. Let's all go nuts. What do I got here? Don't ask, don't tell has been repealed. It's been repealed. All right. The vote in the Senate to repeal the 17-year ban on openly gay troops. Of course, we've had a ban on gay troops for the entire existence of the United States military, was 65 to 31. So they passed the filibuster easily. They got 55 Democrats, 2 independents, and 8 Republicans to vote for the repeal. Wow. Or as my grandma used to say, woo. So now, of course, it had already passed the House 250 to 175. Go ahead, you tell me what I told you. I said this was the most likely to pass of all the legislation. But hey, credit where credit is due, they got it done. And it's not just extended to this, which of course has enormous popularity, not just throughout the country, but a majority of Republicans and a great majority of our armed forces. Let me throw one other fact out there for you. 92% of the people in the armed forces who say that they served with someone they knew to be gay said that it did not affect the troops, their morale, their readiness in any way, shape, or form. 92%, okay? So now, you could say in a lot of ways, hey man, that's a hell of an easy victory. That should have been done on day one. And I hear you on that. But listen, it's the reason I'm giving him a little bit more credit is it's not just that it passed on its own, but remember Obama said I had to do that tax cut deal so we can get to some of these other issues because the Republicans said that they would filibuster everything. And actually, of course, in the end, they filibuster anyway, as I told you. But nonetheless, at least since they got that tax cut deal through, that allowed the 8 other Republicans to say, okay, well, we're going to vote the way we would have normally voted. Now that we got the tax cuts for the rich, all right, we will release some of the hostages. So this is one of the hostages that was released. So in some way, definitely, you give the Democrats credit. You give the 8 Republicans who voted the right way credit. All right, and we said, look, they're on the wrong side of history, the people opposed to this, and they were going to lose, and the only question was when. Apparently that question was answered over the weekend. It is now. They have lost. Of course, they're not letting it go. John McCain said that he blamed the elite liberals. Apparently over 70% of the country is elite liberals. Fantastic. Good to know that. He said that of the troops, quote, they will do what is asked of them, but don't think that there won't be a great cost. Really? What great cost of what? Are people going to die? Like, oh, here, let me give you another quote so you understand what I'm saying. General James Amos, head of the Marine Corps, has always been opposed to this repeal. He said, I don't want to lose any Marines to this distraction. How does that work? I'm just curious. Like, they're out in Kandahar and they're like, I don't know, there's Taliban over here, there's gays over here, I can't tell who's who. And then what? They get killed? That's absurd. It's patently absurd. And by the way, I'm pretty sure that the gays would be on our side. Now look, Taliban actually we've done his stories on how they actually take boys home, but they claim to be totally against it. That sounds a lot like our conservatives. That's really interesting. Anyway, I don't see how that gets anybody killed, neither does anybody else, except for these holdovers like the head of the Marines and of course John McCain. 25 other countries allow gays to serve openly, including Britain, Canada, and those well-known softies in Israel. Israel. By the way, just so you're clear, the Marine Corps head is against it, but nearly every other major military leader is in favor of it, including the head of the Joint Chiefs, including the head of the Pentagon. And, McCain always says, hey, I don't know anybody who's been thrown out because of this. This is all propaganda, etc. So here's some numbers for you. 13,500 service members have been dismissed since 1993 when Don't Ask, Don't Tell began. 13,500 people where the military said, no, you're not allowed to die for us. You're not allowed to serve your country because you're gay. Look, I've said this before. I mean, if I'm gay and they're going to send me to Iraq, I'd be like, all right, I got no interest in dying in Iraq. I think they're doing you a favor. But all right, gays wanted to serve. Of course, to get beyond discrimination. God bless their hearts. They now have that. All right, chalk one up for the Obama administration, etc. Get a load of Netflix. They deliver the movie to your house, no late charges, free shipping.
You can watch thousands of movies or TV shows straight on your PC or on your television through a gaming console.
Netflix.com/TYT, free trial membership. You get Netflix all over you.